numbers. Just get to the point. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. We are going to revisit an old favorite. Where is my life partner? Where is my forever partner? My next one that I'm going to spend the rest of my time with, whether it's soul, twin, what have you. What is their zodiac sign is something that we're looking for. Their age, compatibility, maybe how you're going to meet them, what their profession is, whatever comes in. So I love these cards to start with. I feel like they're very dreamy, and I just did a fairy read before this. It was basically, if you hadn't seen it, is what new vivid psychic abilities are coming into your realm. If you go take a look at that, I got some really good messages for that, and it was a really nice read. But we're going to start now, and we have three choices. One is creative wonderment, and that's about following your passion. Number two is vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. It's very important. No one wants to suffer burnout or fatigue or, what can just be relentless going. We want to take a deep breath, right? Like, let's all just simmer down and settle into our skins and relax and have a nice cup of tea or glass of wine, whatever, and relax into our evening and have a chill time, right? And number three is Archangel Raphael. He is the provider of healing for the mind, body, and spirit. So I'm going to let you take a peek at those and see what you might like. If you guys didn't see my other video, look at this absurd citrine. It is 2.5 inches long. Look at it just compared to my ring. Like, this ring is almost 30 carats, and look at this honker. It is ridiculous. When I feel it, I'm like, whoa, I feel some power and magic in that. I wasn't even going to put it in my shop because it's rare that I can get a hold of a stone like that, and it's got some power-packed manifestation for abundance for sure, because citrine is your abundance stone, and it's actually my birth sign stone, and I like it because I feel like I feel happy and sunny and warm when I'm around that stone. It's such a great stone. So I'm going to let you guys choose. So again, number one, creative wonderment. Number two, vacation. And number three, Archangel Raphael. So we are going to start with some of their personality traits. For number one, wild. Oh, I like that. So they obviously have a fun, like, gypsy sort of streak to them where they just, they're through suppressing their wild, succulent, and outrageous and untamed side. Oftentimes people will dull their senses and it crushes their creativity. Not this new mate coming in. They don't shrink, because when you do, you lower your energy and you can become depressed, hostile, and all these things. Instead, they are giving into their wildness. They are not living any kind of sham. Everything they're feeling out loud in technicolor. They are a very sensual, provocative, truthful person. They also have a lot of courage, super bold, passionate, and alive. They're really alive. That's that person. You bring them into a restaurant or an art gallery, they want to touch, feel, smell, taste everything. Their senses are alive. And it's so wonderful to be with people like that. There's a vibrancy and a warmth and, an inestimable amount of vitality. And it's like it just sort of oozes out of their pores. Like, they want everything. It's great. I kind of see like that guy. Oh my God. Here I go again trying to remember a name. That guy at the Oscars years ago that was in that video with the dog where he jumped over all the back of the seats when he won and he was hugging everybody. Little Italian guy. He was hilarious. And it was like that kind of thing, like exuberance. Not foolish and ridiculous, just really filled with zest and love for the world. Now, here are two components that are possibilities. They could have or be one or both of these things in rising, and it doesn't matter. It's like I always feel like too that it's good when there is an alternative, because there's always a possibility that sometimes the sign can be a little off. So one of the possibilities for sure is a Taurus. And a Taurus, as we know, is earthy and lovely and very independent. We don't have to cater to them. They already know what they want. They're very low key. They don't take a lot of attention. They just they're a lovely companion, very grounded. These are signs they really got it together. And or they could have their sun in Aries. And Aries are one of the most passionate signs out there. I mean, these people, wow, they are something else. I mean, before I met Ian, two people that I'd ever had a relationship were both Aries, and they were both born on the same day. How bizarre is that? They have very, very, I don't know, they're very sensitive to things. They're very, specialized in what they do too. Like they're absolute experts in what they do. It's funny. Martial arts, whatever it is, cooking, whatever, they have a finite skill and they really hone it to a shining, gleaming, absolute precious gem. They really, really have a great skill set. So this person can possibly be involved with food. It could be a whole myriad of things, but I feel like they're very talented. And wow, yeah, I feel like all you have to do is follow your intuition. It is going to guide you to them. Your forever person, the energy is already sort of set out in the cosmos, and you're raising your vibration and you're starting to already draw them towards you and to you. So we are going to get a timeline for this as well. So this particular person looks like they're in a 5-month time frame. And I always say 5 months and under, and here's why. I absolutely believe that when we raise our frequency and our vibration and we get in touch with what we really want, what we truly are, and that we discard and shed all that dead weight of things that no longer serve us, whether it's jealousy, envy, any of those things that they don't work for us. Instead, we keep our absolute focus on what works for us, what makes us a better person, what brings us to that next level, what taps us into our soul message, all of those things. So, basically the guiding light, that really brings us the self-love to take time out to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life, because we're all experiencing different cycles at different times. Some people, they're really, really gung-ho in their workforce, some people family. It doesn't matter. When you really hone in and look at what you want to focus at, you get joy and you get a kind of accomplishment out of that, and it's really raising your frequency. So therefore it can push that time frame up. I feel like there's a great deal of people that are in the 3 and 4 and 5 month zone because of the summer and early fall. People have relaxed and established, what they really want during the summer. They've realized, wow, I got a little supercharged in the winter and I need to take it easy. And we also find a lot of beauty in nature in the summertime, right? We're around water, lakes, we're swimming, we're relaxed. We're eating better. There's fresh fruit. There's beautiful food all around. Great ripe tomatoes. I feel like a lot of you have tomato gardens. Please comment if you do. I see these bright, luscious, bright orange tomatoes that a lot of you are growing. Good for you. I mean, there's nothing better than a tomato right off the vine, right? It's fantastic. So yeah, and I'm definitely feeling that for the time frame. And as opposed to the age group, I'm definitely hearing, this is very close in age. I'm hearing that you guys are within, definitely 4 years. Yeah, of course I was going to come up within 4 years of each other, 4 years and younger, probably closer to 2. And you also have an awful lot in common. Great deal of these people, they are soulmates. They are soul connections. And one more message I'm hearing for you is have faith. Have faith in this process. Become patient, become grounded. Know that, this is your one. Don't second guess yourself. Just the allowance and the receptivity time that we take in is so much more helpful to us when we let go of situations and people and past hurts or relationships. We don't want to drag that into our new one. It's all about the shining, bright, beautiful future that's coming for us, right? And I really feel like a lot of things are going to be illuminated. And this is your energy. Whoa, that's amazing. I thought when I first saw that, I don't use these all the time, the Princess of Cups, that you're going to feel really giving, but even better, emotionally balanced. You are going to understand how to receive. And I have to kind of reiterate the fact that sometimes in relationships, women right away want to give. Oh, let me tell them about this. Let me do this for that. But we do not want to become the one that is giving more. We want to be the one that's in receivership, because it's part of, if it's a male-female relationship, because the male then feels almost like we're competing with who's doing more or what. And it's something about the masculine aspect that likes to be the person that is providing us with something, right? Flowers, fun, or whatever. So when we sit back and we receive, it's a lovely bonding experience. And this is going to be wonderful for you, because right off the bat, they know, and it's just sort of set in stone, and they are your forever person. They are your home, and you're going to keep recreating it in a very beautiful manner. So that is you guys, beautiful energy, you guys. Love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, everything is down there. If you're joining my Patreon page, I'm just reiterating, please wait until tomorrow, because they actually bill you on the day that you join, and then they bill you you on the first of the month. So I don't want anybody double billed. But if you come on there tomorrow, you get your $100 love course for $1 if you join on that bottom tier. And there's all different tiers that have all different kinds of great things that I provide for you, services, so you can check that as well. So I'm really excited for you. That's wonderful energy, and I love the fact that they have a little bit of wildness in them, which is fun because you need that spice sometimes you need people to just sort of revive you, right, and remind you that life is about this wonderful loving, warm experience when we get out there and we want to really touch, taste, feel, and enjoy life, right? So the next group is vacation. Take time for relaxation. Yes. So I feel like a couple of you guys might meet your forever person on a vacation. I feel that you might be somewhere in Mexico. You might be somewhere down south. You might be somewhere in the south of France, over in Europe, India, all over the place. I feel like you might be in a nice vacation spot, and or your hometown or country is going to be there. Wherever you're vacationing, their hometown is going to be where you meet them, or vice versa. And look, yeah, love, established love. I love that. I'm gonna see what it says in the book about this, because I think I've only seen this card one other time. It's saying your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. You are at a point in your life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. So you're fully opening your heart, and you're going to awaken your vulnerability and your sensitivity and fear. So wow. Oh, I get it. Okay, so the way they wrote this is kind of funny. So it's basically saying, if you've had a fear of rejection or intimacy, that's going to dissipate, and your ability to care deeply is going to reopen and reestablish itself. You're going to just focus on feeling good whenever you see people loving each other, and you know that it's coming in a form for you as well. The love of a lifetime is on its way to you, and absolutely, I can feel that. And you also got the opportunity to knock, so go for it. So I feel like they're going to come up to you, and they're going to just try to formulate some kind of fun banter or conversation. And as long as you're in a lovely receptive mode, that'll work well, right? I like that. So let's see what's going on too in terms of a little more energy. And yeah, you're going to be using some of your new enlightenment where you're having spiritual growth, so your intuition is really pointing you in the right direction, and also helping this happen for you, which is really wonderful. And it's important, that we be in that mode where we know things can happen. And this is the time frame for you, 3 months. This is when you're going to meet this person, and that's ideal, right? April is coming to an end, May, June, and July. So possibly in July. And because we're right on the cusp of the month, it could also fall into August. So again, prime vacation time for a lot of people. And you don't necessarily have to be on there. I just feel a great deal of you are, because this is for a collective. It could have several different options for it. And let's see what possible signs. I always choose 2 cards for this. We have both. Where did I put that deck? It's so funny. My one decks are covering my other decks, and I'm trying to keep motion to a minimal, because when I have all the cats everywhere, they come in and they start to, if they see me moving around, they see me going nuts. So possibly a Capricorn, moon in Capricorn. Our Cancer. Wow. So I love this combination. My daughter is a Cancer, and my husband is a Capricorn. And Capricorns are lovely, grounded, and earthy. They're very reliable and true. They're a true source of balance and responsibility for sure. And Cancers are dreamy and artistic and amazing. However, they are highly sensitive. So we have to be careful how we speak to Cancers, because they remember everything. They are like the Akashic records, and they write things down, and they remember, and they hold them in their heart. I feel like most Cancers that I've ever met are old souls for sure. So lovely combination. I love that a lot. So let me see also what is a possibility for what they might do. There's so much activity in this house all the time with all the cats and children that sometimes I feel like people are just going to burst through the door and go nuts. Oh, I love this. Yeah. This particular mate of yours has a lovely even temper. They're judgment free. I'm hearing very clearly judgment free zone, which is lovely. They are not someone who feels the need to go out and tell everybody like it is or how it should be, because that gets old fast. Wow, I love this. The sun means it's going to be effortless. You're just going to feel the warmth of them immediately, and you guys are going to have a beautiful blend together. I love that energy for you. So I'm also hearing right now too, I want to pull one more card for you. invite serendipity. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of things that show up in your life right before you meet them that are very serendipitous. Also, the meeting will be too, it'll be quite a romantic backdrop, almost silly, like ridiculous in front of a cathedral, something like that where you really have a story to tell, which is always nice, right? So beautiful energy, group 2. I love that for you. So if you're new to the channel, do not forget to press like and subscribe. Press it, and all my all my links are down below. Everything, my Patreon page, my Etsy store that has all this jewelry and this crazy citrine that you could knock out an entire buffalo with. Everything, I loaded up everything. I love spring jewelry. I get so excited about the colors, turquoise and like, oh my gosh, shell in the summer, the beautiful opalescence of that citrine. I love fire opals. And then I have this in there too that I just made, which I love. This came out so beautiful. I love anything that's shell. And this is abalone with, it's got volcanic beads in it, which I love. I love the sun. I love everything that represents the sun and moon and any kind of jazz like that, you know. So that's you guys. Fantastic. I love that for you. So now group 3, Archangel Raphael is the provider of healing for your mind, body, and spirit. I feel like a few of you have gone through a really rough patch. Like I'm feeling a lot of you in your last love affair or one prior to that you were just kind of put through the ringer and it made you tired and made you a little bit skeptical. But now you're sort of coming out of that phase and realizing, you know what, to each his own. Each individual is different. We are not going to say any particular person has created, you know, this universe for us. Because look, you are taking a leap of faith. You're deciding that, you know what, a lot of people have compassion, love, and they are pretty fantastic people out there. I don't want to think about that. Now, this is even crazier with the past life activation. You actually know this person. This is a soul connection. You have spent a past life with this person. Absolutely 100%. And it's funny that this keeps popping up. This is sort of revolutionary France time. I mean, this is like storming of the Bastille. This was a really hectic, crazy time where there was so much. It was like Armageddon. People fighting. People that had a ton of stuff. People that had nothing were starving. It was a lot of stuff. And you guys definitely had an existence of that. Your mate that's coming in too is also a soul child. This is someone who is probably an indigo or crystal child. Very spiritual, very connected, and you're going to know right away. Your time frame as well, 4 months when you're going to meet. I'm hearing this stuff very clearly and very fast now. Absolutely. Now they are a possibility of 2 different signs, and that is Scorpio and Sagittarius. And it's funny, Sagittarius being, I'm a Sagittarius and I'm a sun sign and fire, and I can relate to other fire signs in that they are totally dedicated to what they do, but sometimes you have to slow them down and harness them because they just want to go, 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 literally till they almost hit the ground. Like a horse will literally run itself to death. I believe Sagittarius and Aries will do that. Scorpio, I've only met a couple Scorpios, and I've got to say that initially I like them so much, and I feel they're very intense and they're wonderful. But then, you know, and just based on these 2 things, I'm not going to say that it's any particular thing about the sign itself. But when I stated this in my comments, I had so many lovely Scorpios come on and talk, and I was like, thank goodness. Just because, you know, twice I got stung by them. They were people that initially were like so super friendly, and, you know, and I would teach them how to do things and make things, and I would provide certain things for them. And then all of a sudden it was like when a bigger, better deal came along, they would disappear. And I thought, that's not a true person. And I had that experience with 2 Scorpios, and they were the only 2 Scorpios I ever knew. But also saying that, they were very young. They were in their very young 20s. And, you know, sometimes people are just like, they want to have different experiences and they bop all over. I feel this person has a possibility they have something to do with law. And also, this is how they see you in a very elevated, beautiful, refined position, and they will treat you that way. These people that are coming in for you, your forever person, they are very loyal. They do not cheat. They're not looking over at other people all the time. They're not scoping out a bigger, better deal. They are super, super loyal. They have a lot of integrity. Also, they're excellent at any kind of repartee. Like, they are great at banter. They're wonderful at parties. They're good in groups because they're very reasonable and even keeled. They don't go on high fluctuations. They don't go all over the place. They're very together, which is unusual for either one of these signs, Sagittarius. But I mean, I feel like I can go to only so many social events, but then I get drained because when I go out, I want to give my all. I want to raise the temperature and the vibration of the room. I usually tend to go to those people that look like they have anxiety or problems at weddings and try to, make them feel comfortable. So, I usually end up at the totally crazed table just trying to help and heal people, but that's just what it is. But I've learned recently that guess what? When I'm on my own time and my social time, I'm not a social worker. I'm not someone that's out there to give you tons of free advice and tell you those things. And sometimes people can become a little bit parasitic. They realize, oh my God, I have an ear, and they never stop. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, we have to be careful with that, because also this person is very giving, and they have very sound advice. So a lot of people tend to go to them, but they're very charismatic and loving, which I really, really, admire. And that, oh my gosh, this is crazy that they came up. Look at the match that you guys are for each other. That's absurd. Yeah, he is the king to your queen, or vice versa. And it is a beautiful, amazing match. I knew that was coming up, because I feel there's an intense connection between you, and when it happens right away, you're like, oh, they're here. I knew it. It's going to be really, really, it's going to be something else. You're just going to be bowled over, but you're their sun and their star, and vice versa. So I love that for you guys. So love and light to this group. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you need a private read, whatever you need, just go check out there. My Etsy store has all my sparkly things. I can custom make you anything. It's funny, when I first put this on, I put this on a local thing because it's the most amazing apatite, and I love this so much. I'm almost going to take it out of the store because I kind of want to keep that for a summer piece, and I don't know if I'll have time to make another one. But it's like, I can custom make you anything. If you see a picture of something, just send it to me, and I can duplicate it for the most part. I mean, I have a gazillion stones, and I've done this for decades, and I really like it. And I like to invent custom pieces for people, and there's tons of stuff in the store. So if you want to get yourself all bedazzled for the summer, just let me know and come see everything down there. My Instagram is Sparkrist11. I do daily posts. It's a lot of fun over there, and it's a good, quick way to communicate with me as well. I let people know when I'm going live on there. It's just a good way to get information out. So come see me there as well. So love and light to you guys, and I'm going to go upload this for you.